Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing today? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is 3 Buck Theater, and Alita Battle Angel just hit home video last week, and it's apparently flying off the store shelves from what I've been told. I went looking for it at my local Target the other day, saw a lot of copies were missing, so I'm very happy to see that people are buying it. Of course, we'll be able to look at the numbers in about 2 months to get a good idea of just how many units sold, but we're not going to know how many digital copies sold. That's going to be up for 20th Century Fox or Disney to release that information to give us an idea about whether or not we're going to be getting a sequel to what is probably one of the best films of 2019. Clearly better than Captain Marvel. And for all of you Captain Marvel stands out there, I just preferred Alita. Captain Marvel is a movie, but Alita is Alita, and Alita is great. Now, when asking Rosa Salazar about it, when asking her about it at Comic-Con, she, well, unfortunately says she doesn't know about the sequel yet. But she also says that she would, in fact, play Alita until her last breath. And that's awesome. And she goes on to say that she would be able to do this because of the mocap technology and how it basically allows, she could be doing it for a long time, given how well it's been getting. And that actually is telling in its own right. Because here it is, a few months past the release, the movie cost, I think it needed to gross 400 million. That's the rumor, 400 million in order to become worthy of a sequel, financially speaking. And of course, whatever happens in regards to the home video sales is only going to be icing on the cake. And the thing is, the movie did hit 400 million worldwide, even though it didn't do more than 80, I think 90 million here in the States, which is unfortunate. I would have loved to have seen it cross the 100 million mark, but I get it. It came out at a crowded time. And unfortunately, Captain Marvel kind of sucked the air out of the room a few weeks later, and the Alita challenge wasn't as big as it should have been, in my opinion. But the Alita Army remains strong and have, of course, been supporting this movie since then and are still supporting it now. But the interesting thing, though, is when Rosa Salazar was asked about the sequel, right? She did say that she doesn't know, but she also said that things are just crazy right now in regards to the Fox Disney merger. Alita was the last film to be distributed by Fox before the merger was complete. So since then, things are just kind of up in the air. There are people, and this is her word, she says people are gaining jobs, people are losing jobs, projects are getting canceled. Look at Mouse Guard. There's a lot in flux at the moment, and they're trying to just kind of sort the whole thing out. I would pretty much assume that 20th Century Fox, for the most part, is going to go dark for a little while. No new projects are going to be announced for a while, just while they figure everything out. While Alan Horn sits down and figures out how he wants to navigate all the new properties that they get to work with. Now, everyone's been looking at, X-Men and Fantastic Four and Deadpool going over to Kevin Feige, but Alan Horn has got a lot of properties that he can play with right now. He's got the Planet of the Apes. He's got Aliens. He's got a lot that he can do. Predator. He can do a lot with this kind of stuff. But the question then becomes, will they actually do it? Will they go down that path? The only one coming out of Fox right now that I really want to see announcement for is pretty much Alita 2. I love the movie. I thought it was fantastic. It's one that's worthy of a sequel. It made enough money to warrant maybe a smaller budget for the sequel. But you know what? We're going to probably have to wait until hype starts to build for Avatar 2. That's my honest opinion. Rosa Salazar's approach to it, by saying that she could be doing this until her last breath because of the way mocap technology works, is she's not running down the clock for a certain physicality or a certain physique, really. And they might have a little bit of time before getting into the sequel. I would argue at this point, we probably won't see anything until maybe 2023, 2024 at the earliest, and probably maybe even 2025. If when Avatar comes out in 2020, was it 2021? They're going to do, we're going to see Avatar. If it does well, if it makes a lot of money, which I'm pretty sure it will, then Disney is going to go to James Cameron and they're going to go, hey, you want to do Avatar 4 and 5, which are written, but, not shot yet because he still needs the money to do that. And those are all going to be based on whether or not Avatar 2 and 3 do well. But they might also say, look, do you want to do an Alita sequel, considering that this property is done well? You produce this, your name will be all over it. We can tie them together, get Rodriguez on board, bring the cast back and make it a reality. Just maybe cut the budget a little bit. Another reason why it might take a little bit of time to get this thing off the ground is if Mahershala Ali is Blade, then that's going to be taking up a lot of time of his in phase 5, which is going to start in 2022. So it's one of those, like the likelihood of it being anytime soon is probably not high. Not to say that it won't happen. Not to say that it will never happen. but she would have probably already heard some rumbling about it, if everything. And I think if Fox wasn't bought by Disney, we already would have an announcement for that. But because Disney now controls everything, and Disney maybe just doesn't really want to invest, I think it was 180 million or something into this movie, or however much it was, 150. They may not want to invest it right now, considering that it didn't gross more than 400 million. I mean, look at Solo. Solo didn't, cracked 400 million. We're not getting a sequel to that either. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't think we're going to see Alita 2 for quite some time. And these are my reasons as to why. But I want to hear your thoughts on this one. Let me know down in the comments below. If you happen to enjoy this video, please consider leaving it a like. Let's try to get to 200. I think that's a good number. And I look forward to your thoughts, your opinions. I'll see you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.